Hello, planner friends. Welcome to Planmas Day 2. It's technically I'm filming on December 1st, but this video will go up on the 2nd. And I thought it would be fun just to share November pages in my Hobonichi weeks. My next video will be my Hobonichi haul, and I'll be sharing that on day 3. So let's get started. I did move into my black Moterm cover, totally copycatting Mom Needs a Clone, because I was like, ooh, fancy. So this is what I got going on. I got my cute little snowman hanging out with us to make it Christmassy. So I just have a few things. These have been in here. My little brass ruler. This focus card was from Paper Planner Bliss. I don't know where this is from. Olive's Creative Corner. And then this is a cute book die cut from Pen, Paper, and Plans. I'm still in my Hobonichi weeks. And this Hobonichi weeks I have been using for my neat and organized weekly planning. And I've really enjoyed it this year. I've stayed consistent in it, which makes me happy. So there haven't been many changes in the front, and that's okay. So I use this tracker to track a few things. One is when I finish a book, when I work out, and then I'm tracking headaches, migraines, and also when I take prescription medication. I have never completely filled out this tracker, so I would say I'm doing fairly well this year. I didn't work out as much as I have been, and I haven't read as many books. Life has just been busy, but I did manage to get in 5 books, which is pretty good. When we move to my monthly pages, I do have all of these tabbed off with these Post-it tabs that I really like. I did share a plan with me for this November monthly, but this is how it ended up looking at the end of the month. At the bottom here, I am tracking like my overall sleep and then headaches and migraines. November was kind of a difficult month for more so headaches. I did have like a migraine that kind of attacked me 3 times in 1 week. But other than that, I feel like I've done fairly well with my sleep. There weren't many days that I got less than 6 hours, which is really good for me. So that's pretty much how my monthly turned out. I really liked the stickers I used. A lot of these are stickers that I made myself in Canva and just printed off on sticker paper. And I really did like using this brown pen. Now, if we move to my weeklies here, this was kind of starting into November. I have plan with me's on my channel for every week of November in here. So this is kind of what my weeklies look like. And as I've stated in previous videos, I've run the same structure this entire year because it's been working for me. So you're looking at, I draw a line down the center. On the left-hand column, it's appointments, events, time-specific things, holidays, birthdays, anything like that. On the right-hand side, I'm typically putting in like to-do lists. I draw in boxes here just to plan out my workouts. I have a to-do list and then habits. You'll see my habits start to reduce the week that you can move into the Hobonichi, and that is because I moved into a health and wellness planner. I also meant to show, I'm going to back it up just a bit, y'all, is I was playing with the structure and with pencil on how I wanted to set up my health weeks that I moved into last week. But so this was like a really good opportunity for me to kind of map out how I wanted to use it and play around. I think I did find a really good structure for that. And moving forward, when I share my weeks flips, I'll also probably be sharing my health planner in that as well, because I will be in a weeks for planning for next year as well. So this was that. Next week, I really liked this spread. I used some coffee stickers and enjoyed that. This was the following week. The week after that. And then the final week in November. And you'll see I had that reduction in habits. And that was because this week was the week that I actually moved into my health planner. And y'all, I'm sorry, you can probably hear my sweet Maggie snoring. She is a mess. As far as like my notes pages go, I kind of wrote some little notes about our trip because I did take my leaks with me when we went down to like Fort Morgan. My daughter had a playoff game, and we were in Viger, which is pretty close to the beach. So we ended up staying the weekend there. So I did write some little notes about the day. Here I was playing around with trackers and trying to map out like how I could use a tracker section, for my health planner. So I was using that to mock up some stuff. And then yesterday was the 30th, and so I was kind of using this to make a to-do list. I also used it for today, which is the 1st, to make a to-do list. And I've been enjoying this because I have quite a few notes pages, so I kind of want to use them up. I don't want them to go to waste. Wow, this is gonna be a quick video, y'all. As far as series logs and let's go back to my collections. Nothing here has been updated. My wish list is not updated, my to watch list. I am not really good at keeping up with a wish list, so I had like intentions for how I wanted to use this, but it didn't come to fruition, so I just kind of leave it alone. And then we get to my series log. I didn't start any new series in November, except for my husband and I started watching Keep Sweet, Pray, and Obey. It's about the Warren Jeffs and his essential Mormon cult, and the polygamous situation. And we haven't finished it. It's a lot. There's a lot of religious trauma for the people who have experienced that, and so it's just like, ooh. As far as movies go, y'all, November, I start watching Christmas movies. I love Christmas time. And so I started off November 15th by watching The Holiday, and I watched Love Actually. And then the 27th, was that Thanksgiving? I think it was. Or it may have been the day before Thanksgiving. We watched The Grinch, the animated version, Almost Christmas. And then Jesse and I watched a movie called Don't Move. That's on Netflix. It's got the girl from Yellowstone. I can't think of her name. The native that's married to the youngest boy. She was also in One Tree Hill as Gigi. I can't think of her name. It's bugging me. But it was a good movie. We were entertained. It's almost like a Lifetime movie. It was good though. And then on the 28th, I watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the OG one from the Dr. Seuss book. The Family Stone, that's another one I watch every year. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, that's the claymation one. Last Holiday, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So those are kind of my things I watched. And then weight log, I haven't captured any weight in November. So it is what it is. And then the other thing that I did add in November was I picked up these dot markers from Home Goods, and I swatched them just to kind of see how they did, because I had picked up a Moleskin Weekly from TJ Maxx, and it did not perform. The paper was trash, basically, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't the markers, and they did really well. I've actually been using this crimson quite a bit. I really, really, really like it. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's simple. It's the exact same. I do the exact same thing every single week, and I like the cohesiveness and the consistency of using those Hobonichi weeks to map out things neatly and in a more organized way. I have other planners, like my personal rings, that I scribble in and stuff, but I like that this is a place that I can go to each week and see in a very organized fashion what I need to get done, what we have going on, and what I hopefully will get done. So yeah, that is the November flip of my Hobonichi weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye, friends.